There's a place on my land that doesn't exist on any map, not in county records, HOA minutes, or zoning files. To me, it's the heart of everything. The bridge, a narrow wooden structure barely wide. Enough for a pickup truck, spanning a lazy creek that bisects my property. It's weathered now, paint faded, slats groaning with age. But I know every nail and joint because I watched my father build it in the summer of '83, the year after we bought the land. I was 10, handing him nails and fetching the saw. He taught me about compression, load-bearing angles, how it flexes while steel snaps. He built it to endure, and for 40 years, it did. The bridge wasn't just a crossing. It shielded our home from ATVs, HOA contractors, and suburban sprawl across the creek. People respected it, or feared lawsuits, and stayed away. Until recently, when my wife died 2 years ago, I quit HOA meetings. I ignored lighting ordinances, landscaping budgets, skateboard rules on cul-de-sacs. I had my dirt patch, dogs, and silence. But silence unnerves those in power. They crave compliance. So they probed. It began with passive-aggressive letters on HOA stationery, easement clarifications, access realignments, in bold Arial font. I burned them in the wood stove. Then board members arrived, for invests, clipboards, hard hats, like pretend builders. I met them at the bridge while checking fencing. They ignored me until Harrison, in aviator sunglasses, pointed at it. "We're using this for temporary routing during road resurfacing," he declared. I laughed. "You're not touching it." He smiled. "Your property has a shared utility easement. Bylaws grant HOA access to common infrastructure. That bridge is private, on my parcel, crossing the creek at the community's southern boundary. Check the records." He tapped his clipboard authoritatively. "We'll ensure safety first." I gripped a post. "You won't cross at all." Their glances showed surprise. They saw me as a spineless old man. They left with fake smiles, but I knew they'd return. That night, I called my lawyer for paperwork and Mike, my Army Corps of Engineers buddy from Iraq, where we'd rebuilt bridges. Post-bombings. By morning, I had 1985 county-registered plans confirming the bridge's private status, maintained by us for decades. I sent copies to HOA council. No reply. Trucks appeared, trailers, mixers on the curb, then heavy rigs, dump trucks, excavators, maneuvering toward the bridge. I walked it alone, wind whispering through trees, testing creaks. I'd reinforced beams summers ago. Bolts last winter. It handled light loads, not these beasts. I posted a sign, "Private bridge. 4-ton limit. Trespassing prohibited." Photos, videos, timestamps, evidence ready. 2 days later, a crew unloaded cones, ramps, generators. From my porch, coffee in hand, I watched Harrison confer with a young engineer. I approached. "Trespassing." He smiled. "We've hired pros for assessment. No crossing yet." The engineer, Elena Rodriguez, introduced herself, state-licensed, tasked to evaluate for equipment routing. I showed the plat, all on my land. She glanced at Harrison. He shifted. "HOA believes." "I don't care what you believe," I snapped. "Built by my father, maintained by me. Receipts, permits, photos of my daughter playing there." Harrison chuckled. "Workers set barriers. We're within rights. Cross my fence, and the sheriff crosses yours." Elena mentioned bylaws for emergency access. "No judge calls this a thoroughfare." Harrison muttered. "You'd be surprised." I retreated, feigning defeat, then hit the courthouse. Plats, surveys, maps. Visited Sheriff Harlan, old Little League pal who'd fixed his rototiller with me. He heard my tale, played Harrison's. Voicemail threatening equipment movement. Structurally sound, not for their plans. "I'll visit tomorrow." Evening brought their sign beside mine. HOA temporary access. Insomnia followed. Dawn brought diesel roars. 2 Summit Valley construction dump trucks ignored signs, rolled on. The bridge cried underweight. I yelled, but the first was midway, second followed. Thunderous. Crack, beams snapped. First truck plunged nose first into rocks, splashing echoes. Second teetered, front dropping. Screams, Elena gasped, Harrison froze. A worker fled. I watched wreckage sink. Bridge, trucks, hubris. Avoidable. I'd warned them. Harrison blamed me. Unreinforced hazard. I laughed, showing Mike's report. Elena admitted advising tests. Harrison overruled. Harlan arrived. Whistled at chaos. Statements. Mind detailed warnings. Video from trail cam captured all. Elena confirmed Harrison's rush. Driver rescued by me, unhurt. Insurance claimed. Tow delayed by mud. Harrison sneered threats. I retorted. You paid already. Neighbors gathered. Whispers turned to reckoning. Divers cabled trucks. Wrecker hauled. Harlan investigated violations, endangerment, spills. Chaos yielded clarity. Negligence, not accident. Letter duct taped next day accused me of noncompliance. Absurd, my bridge gone their mess. Folder brimmed. Blueprints, logs, cam footage of. Harrison urging crossing. Shared with Harlan, lawyer Laura. Meetings with officials, video stunned. EPA tested leaks. Downstream risks loomed. Cease and desist from Harrison's firm claimed. Defamation, scared tactics. Laura advised waiting. Wreckage cleared. Temp crossing installed. HOA newsletter downplayed disruption. Neighbors knocked. Apologies, support. Garage workbench yielded. Ammo scanned all. Mike inspected remnants. Report blaming overload, negligence. Filed complaints. Media blitz. Local papers, groups. Headlines. Overreach, spills, battles. Comments flooded. Judge offered pro bono opinion. Board fractured. Leaked emails showed Harrison's smears. Laura prepped suits. Damages, torts, defamation. FOIA. Tests confirmed contamination. Hearing at courthouse. My statement, evidence, video. Mike testified predictability. EPA contaminants. Douglas, quiet border, confessed regrets. Panel recommended charges, fines, compensation, suspensions. Reporters hounded Harrison. I walked free. Fallout. $184,000 county fine. $37,000 EPA. Audits. Petitions. Leaks fueled rage. Packed meeting ousted Harrison. Dissolved board. Elections reformed. Settlement. Reimbursements. Apology. Harrison barred 5 years. Newsletter pledged trust rebuild. Creek cleared. Sensors stayed. New bridge. Steel timber hybrid. 10-ton truss. Neighbors helped. Plaque. Whitaker Bridge. Built with hands. Rebuilt with resolve. Sarah Jenkins. New president. Updated bylaws protecting privates. Invited advisory role. I attended meetings. Listened. Spoke. Silence hides. Speak boundaries. Applause. Belonging returned. Boys biked across. I crossed alone in fall gold. Douglas visited. Reforms underway. Forgave. Inner silence. County letter. Precedent set. Memory endures. Stronger than wood. Unsinkable.